Y'all, what's good, everybody? Welcome to Straight Up Tennessee this morning, Wednesday. Whoo! If y'all like me, we just got some news that shifted a couple of things heading into this game on Monday for the Vols. It is officially NICO IAMALEAVA time in Tennessee. VolQuest broke the news. Joe Milton broke the news. Y'all, it's time to talk about it. It's time to dive in today. I'm on a new level. I'm hyped, excited. I can't believe that it's here. And I think now we can all begin to look into the future and truly understand what is it about to do and what is it about to be come Monday and beyond. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. It's your boy Ruck in the building. You already know what it is. It's I can't even use words right now because I'm so excited to see what happens now. These guys are ready to play. We've got now a quarterback in position to take over for the next few years, y'all. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. Welcome to a Wednesday show, Citrus Bowl updates. It's go time. Let's get it.
From 40, on the way, a knuckleball. He's got it!
What up, fam? It's your boy Ruck in the building. Thank you for tapping in with us today on this Wednesday morning. Y'all know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification right now so you never miss an episode. Listen, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all of that. I think we have got the best present as Vol fans today on Wednesday about NICO IAMALEAVA becoming QB1 on January 1st, 2024, heading to Orlando for the Citrus Bowl. Everybody listening on Apple and Spotify, glad you're listening there, man. Rate us 5 stars. Let the people know why they need to be listening to the boy over here at Straight Up Tennessee, baby. The chat is on fire this morning already. The boy Adrian says, good morning. Dylan Elum says, let's go. Also says, this news got me two-stepping at work, praying to God my boss don't come around the corner. I think everybody's two-stepping right now because, man, I think we all knew what was going to be best for Joe, and that was to go ahead and just prepare for the Senior Bowl. I don't think this bowl game would have helped his draft stock at all. I think it would have hurt because if he doesn't go out and play great in this game like he did against Vanderbilt, his draft stock would be more damaged than it may have been if he had played or had not played. So the Joe Milton opting out just made the most sense. Now, saying that, there's still some, there's still some things that we kind of have to understand here that will propel Tennessee really into this next phase, this next era of quarterbacks. There's a lot of pressure on NICO, bro. Like, there's too much pressure on this kid. Now, is the pressure something that he can handle? I think so. I don't think it's something that he can't handle. But I do think us as fans have to set an expectation of be excited, y'all. We got to be excited. This is something to be excited about. But I think that we also have to take caution and understand there's going to be a learning curve. The kid is a baller. We know that. We've seen in times that he got on the field that he's a baller. But we have to be patient. Understand, Tennessee should beat Iowa by 3 touchdowns. I think the offense is going to look different. I think the way that we call plays is going to be different. I think the way that we operate is going to be different. I think the way that we operate will look a little bit more like when Golish was calling the plays last year and the year before. I just feel like Tennessee is going to be able to look a little bit more like a well-oiled machine. And I think it's because of skill set. It's not that Joe couldn't do it, but I think there's a little bit more trust in the pass game, downfield, intermediate, those 15 to 30-yard balls that Joe was just a little inaccurate with. I think there's more trust there with Mr. IAMALEAVA. But hitting up the chat, Adrian says we get to see Cam Seldon and D Samp giving us a preview of the future. On that, Jabari Small opts out. I think that he's going to hit the transfer portal. This came out this week as well. Jalen Wright, as we all know, declared for the draft on December 15th. Dylan Sampson is RB1, y'all. The thing that we've been waiting for is, when is Dylan Sampson going to get the full go? Time is now. Cam Seldon. We get to see a glimpse of Cam Seldon. What can he do with a lot of reps? Because you got to think about it. You got Khalifa Keith. He's not going to get a ton of touches on Monday. Cameron Seldon and Dylan Sampson should have plenty of touches. If we run the ball 30 times, I expect Samp to have 20 and Seldon to have 10 touches. Like, I think that this is going to be a glimpse, like you said, Adrian, into what could be next year. Dylan Elum says, this is a major recruiting boost for the summer too. If NICO balls out in Orlando, a lot of great in-state talent in the next recruiting cycle. Absolutely. I think that was one thing that Boogie Bentley said over at Talking Balls. Like, this is going to be a momentum shifter for a lot of different reasons. NICO goes to Orlando. We beat Iowa by 3 touchdowns with a guy that hasn't played a full game as a collegiate athlete yet. But you go and beat a team that was number 2 in the Big Ten. I'm just saying, I know it's Iowa, but if he does that, the recruiting noise that's going to make, scary season. Shout out to my boy Adrian being a member of the channel for 5 months, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for locking in with us, man. We're going to continue to get this thing to a place that, man, we never thought it could be, but it is super fun. It's exciting. It's exciting to be doing this, man. So appreciate you, bro. When Jabari Small opted out, I was kind of, I can't say frustrated. I was just kind of like, it made sense. I was reading a lot about Jabari and just reading about his time at Tennessee. His first 2 years, he was pretty much RB1. That was Pruitt's last year in 2020. Then obviously with Heupel in 21, he had a lot of carries, but this year, he only had 97 carries compared to 2022 season when he had 153 carries. That's a lot less touches. You know what I mean? And you got to kind of understand why he why he felt the need to transition and opt out. I think Jabari dealt with a lot of injuries as a Vol, man. And when you're dealing with injuries as a running back, they are nagging because they will continue to happen. You're getting hit the most. You're getting hit almost as much as the linemen are. And you're 100 pounds, lighter than most of your linemen. And so Jabari his body took a toll in the SEC. And I'm hoping that he gets to a place, man, that can get him more reps and hopefully keep him healthy, man, because he's a baller. Jabari was great, man. And for everybody that says Bari wasn't, you're crazy, man. Bari had some of the best runs I can remember as a running back for the Vols. I mean, I can just think about last year in the Kentucky game. Not even last year. Let's take it back to 2021 in the Kentucky game at Kentucky. When we were down, he gets a handoff, bounces outside, hard stops. I mean, hard stops on the defender, lets him fly by him, runs that thing in for a touchdown. One of the best runs I can remember of recent times. Like, Jabari Small was fantastic. He just dealt with injuries, and in turn, it just didn't work out for him here, especially in his senior year. So you got to be proud of what he's done. One thing that Dylan Elum has just said right here, he says, in all seriousness, Bari and Joe are VFLs. They gave everything they had for UT, even if it wasn't quite enough. You got to respect the guys for that. 100%, bro. 100%. 1 second, everybody. All right, we back. I mean, 100%. I think with their body of work, what they were able to do, how they were able to be a part of the change of the culture here, you got to be proud of what they've done. They have been a part of changing the culture at Tennessee. And Jabari was stuck around in transition. Joe Milton comes into the transfer portal, could have left, y'all. Should have, in my opinion, should have left, but stuck it through and statistically still had a great year. I know that he could have and should have been better. He wasn't, but his numbers statistically say otherwise. So, VFLs for sure. Now Tyler Barron and Tamarian McDonald and all these cats that have decided to go to Ole Miss, that's suspect. You got me not wanting to call you a VFL. Tyler Barron wanted to transfer in the beginning of the 2022 season, so he been on the fence. I think Tyler Barron's transition to Ole Miss was easily because he thought he was going to get drafted. They came back and was like, you ain't really on a lot of draft boards as high as you might want. And so he made a transfer move. And now Ole Miss might have the second best roster in the SEC next year. They're loaded. And that's annoying to me because I hate them. So Roger David says, Joe just took the best passable road out. Absolutely, bro. I think if Joe would have stuck around and played this game on Monday, he would have hurt his draft stock. I mean, absolutely, because I just don't think you have a better game than the game you played against Vanderbilt. Like, you played great, dude. You played great. I don't think that it would have made sense at all. So, how are we feeling, man? Like, talk about this now. This game got a lot more interesting because now you've got a guy who's highly touted, can read the defense, yada, yada, yada. We've heard all about it. But now we get to see it in the flesh. Like, we all get to see it Monday at 1 o'clock. What are you most excited about? What are you most looking forward to? I'm looking forward to the running back room. I'm looking forward to the receiver room. You know, I think with the receivers, most of these cats that are playing right now were not catching first team reps from Joe Milton all year. They were catching second team reps from NICO in practice. And so now you get to see if this camaraderie is nice. I'm just telling y'all, like, NICO might go throw for 300. He might go throw for 300 Monday. If the camaraderie is what I think it should be, he might eat. The running backs, they going to have a field that give Dylan Sampson more than 10 touches. This is scary season. He's now going to get that 10, 15, 20 maybe touches a game. Pass game, run game. That's what's got me excited the most, bro. The potential for big passing yard games, that's cool. But the running back room now? Man, Dylan says it was a lose-lose scenario for Joe. If he plays well, everybody says, well, where was that all year? If he doesn't, then he obviously hurts his stock more. Absolutely. Talking more about what we're excited about, Dylan says, I'm curious to see how much of the playbook opens up with a younger but maybe better quarterback in NICO. You know, hype has been drawing up plays like Picasso. Absolutely. I think this thing is wide open, bro. I think it is wide open. And I don't think that when I say wide open, I'm not talking like trickery and all of that stuff because we ain't got to do any of that with him. I think now where you were seeing those 3-man routes with Joe, option 1 wasn't open, option 2 wasn't open. Maybe option 2 was for a split second, but the ball was late or whatever. I think now, as that happens, the ball and decisions are going to be made quicker because I think NICO just can see it and can feel it a little bit better than Joe could. And I feel like these option routes for the receivers will become a little bit more what's the word I'm looking for? I think they're going to become a little bit more what's the word? It's the word the simple word is easy, but I think it's going to be a little bit more. It's like the game's going to slow a little bit. It's going to slow down just a little bit more because I think NICO can see what these guys might run instead of us saying, hey, you're running a dig, you're running a fly, you're running a quick post. I think that the option routes can be a little bit more diverse. That's the word. They can be a little bit more diverse because now you got a guy who can kind of wait and make the throw and be, be more on target. That's the word right there, Dylan, too. Simplified is a good one. Adrian says, I'm excited to see the running backs and the D-line. Absolutely. Who plays? Who starts on the D-line? Tyler Barron's gone. Tamari McDonald at the star position. I'm thinking that the defensive backs is going to be Tank, either Turntine or Thomas. Probably Turntine in the back end, Thomas at star, Gabe Judy on one side, and Ricky Gibson on the other side. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I think will happen. You'll see Jordan Matthews. You might see John Slaughter a little bit. Excited to see the defense, man. Excited to see what they do. So, but y'all, man, I ain't gonna take too much of your Wednesday. I just had to get on here and talk about this. This is breaking news. This is big for Tennessee. I'm excited, very excited to see. Definitely probably gonna do another show leading into the game. I've got a lot of things that I kind of still want to break down about the game, but I just had to talk about NICO for 15, 20 minutes here and get this fan base aligned that, hey, patience. It's okay to be excited, but if things don't look the way we want Monday, patience. Be all right, but they could. That's the thing that keeps this thing exciting. So I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Like, comment, subscribe. Continue to blow the channel up. We growing, man. Almost to that 900 subscribers. Let's get that thing. Let's get 900 subs before we get up out of this year. Come on, y'all. Excited for Monday. We'll see y'all back later on this week. It's your boy Ruck in the building. Y'all know what it is. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. We out.